Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got several things to get into today, and we're going to start off with some pretty big news from Microsoft. You can see the headline here from The Verge. Microsoft is hiking the price of Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. So there are two parts to this. There's the console price and Game Pass price, and we're going to look first at the console side of things. So the Xbox Series X prices in most countries in August, aside from the US, Japan, Chile, Brazil, and Colombia, will be going up, and this will be starting on August 1st. However, the Xbox Series S pricing will not be adjusted in any of the markets, and this price increase on the Series X will match pretty much the price of the PlayStation 5 in most of these markets. And although the price of the Xbox Series X is not going up in the US, now for that second part, the price increase on Game Pass will be going up in the US. So Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Game Pass for consoles will be increasing price starting July 6th for new subscribers. However, if you're an existing Game Pass monthly subscriber, then these new reoccurring prices won't take effect until August 13th. Now to break this down a bit, Game Pass Ultimate will move from $14.99 a month to $16.99, so a $2 increase for Ultimate, and this is in the US. And for the console Game Pass, it'll be moving from $9.99 a month to $10.99 a month, so a $1 increase for the console Game Pass. Now, if you happen to be one of the people that use Game Pass for PC, there's not going to be any increase for that version. And there won't be any kind of adjustment to your current subscription. So say if you already have a year subscription, you're not going to see that time reduced because of the price change. So it might be a good time to sort of stack up some of those months before the price goes up. Now to just put this in a little bit of perspective, Microsoft hasn't changed the price of Xbox Game Pass since the launch in 2017. Just think about how much the price of things like Netflix or Disney Plus have gone up since then. In fact, Disney Plus didn't even exist in 2017, and it's already seen price increases. And for a comparison, in 2017, when Game Pass launched, Netflix was $9.99 a month. And now they have some newer tiers, but that same plan is $15.49 a month, so it's gone up over 50%. So while this price increase is unfortunate because nobody likes to pay more money, it seemed to be pretty much inevitable. Now I have a video on my channel of how you can use Microsoft Rewards to basically get Game Pass for free. Now a lot has changed since I put that video up, but if you're interested in it, you can go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description of that video. But let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. Do you see this as just outrageous, or does this just seem kind of the norm for where we are at today? Next, it looks like we have a classic shooter that may be getting a re-release, at least an enhanced version. And you can see the headline here from Famitsu, Quake II Remastered rated in Korea. So again, a shout out to that Korea ratings board for the leaks. And Famitsu did point out that back in 2021, the Korea Ratings Board rated the remaster of the original Quake ahead of its official announcement at QuakeCon. Now this year, QuakeCon is from August 10th to the 13th, so this may be coming a bit ahead of that. So if you're a Quake 2 fan, it looks like this remaster may get released then, or at the very least announced. Now to give you a bit of an idea of what they may do with Quake 2, we can look at what they did with the original Quake and its remaster. It had 4K resolution and widescreen support added, as well as enhanced models, dynamic lighting, anti-aliasing, depth of field, and a lot more. And that Quake 1 remaster was released on pretty much every system, PC, Xbox One, and they had it on Game Pass, PS4, and the Switch. So I would not be surprised if we see the same treatment here with Quake II Remastered. And I do remember playing through some of the original Quake games when they first came out. I didn't really have a good gaming PC, but I think I bought a Voodoo 2, which is like a second card that had to go in. It was separate. So it would be kind of nice maybe to revisit this game and just kind of relive some of those memories of trying to play with my driver and getting it to work. And oh wait, I'll be playing it on Xbox, so I don't have to worry about that. Next, we have Final Fantasy XVI releasing today, and I thought we'd take a look real quick at the Metacritic score. Right now, it's sitting at an 88, which is pretty good, and it has 100 critic reviews with 93 positive and just 7 mixed. And just reading through some of the reviews, a lot of people point out, obviously, if you're looking for that traditional turn-based RPG, this ain't it. However, a lot of people compliment the story, and a lot of people did like the battle system, even though it wasn't like the traditional Final Fantasy battle system. So I'm definitely going to be playing that over the weekend, and let me know what your thoughts are on the game. Is this something that you've picked up, or maybe something you're going to wait for a sale, or are you just not really a fan of the Final Fantasy series? And finally, let's take a look at the latest Famitsu sales coming out of Japan. Let's start with the software sales. You can see the juggernaut here, Tears of the Kingdom, still coming in at first place. And it's already sold 1.6 million copies in Japan, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. And then we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe coming in at number 2, followed by Minecraft at 3, and then Nintendo Switch Sports coming in at 4. And then we have Diablo 4 for the PS5 coming in at number 5. And then the only new entry we have here for the Switch, Front Mission First Remake. And then we have the PS5 version of Street Fighter 6, followed by Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and then number 9, Splatoon 3, and then finally rounding out the top 10, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now the only new entry here, Front Mission First Remake, is a strategy role-playing video game developed by Megapixel Studio. And I believe this came out on the Switch last November in the US, so it's just now appearing in Japan. And now let's take a look at some interesting hardware sales. We'll start off here at the top. We have the Switch OLED model at number 1, followed by the PlayStation 5, and then the original Switch at number 3, with the Switch Lite at 4. And then quite a big jump here with the Xbox Series S and X coming in at number 5 and 6 with almost identical sales numbers. And they actually beat out the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition at number 7, and for a while they haven't been beating the PlayStation 4, and that's coming in at number 8. And when we go look at our updated sales graph, you can see how the Switch has gone down a bit from last week, one of the lower numbers it's had since Tears of the Kingdom released. But you can see that spike in the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S. And I think some of that's still coming off of the back of Diablo 4, and then for the PlayStation 5, we have Final Fantasy XVI releasing today, so a lot of people gearing up and being ready to play that. And I imagine next week we'll see an even larger spike in PlayStation 5 sales because of Final Fantasy XVI. And that's all we have for today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? Make sure to leave a comment below and let me know. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. Now, I'm probably not going to have a video up tomorrow unless there's just something news-wise that's breaking that's huge. So have a great weekend and be good.